Talking about how to budget plan through a downturn in the state economy at the same time that you have this momentum and this growth that is happening at the university.
What does the future bring for the University of Nebraska? Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Megan Conway. Rod has the night off. Well, University of Nebraska Chancellor Ronnie Green gave his second State of the University address today. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Evan Hummel has more in tonight's top story. Evan?
That's right, Megan. The Chancellor talked about the accomplishments of the past year and where he hopes to take Nebraska in the future. Chancellor Ronnie Green has high expectations for the University of Nebraska. He talked about them at the Lead Center, where he delivered his second State of the University address.
Looking forward to how we can even grow further our academic distinction, not only in the Big Ten Academic Alliance, but nationally and internationally around the world.
He touted record enrollment for a third straight year with more than 26,000 students at UNL. But he also mentioned the challenges Nebraska faces in uncertain times, one being the $17 million shortfall they face in the next 2 years.
We do have a robust process that I talked about this morning that we've been working on now for the balance of this year and before about how to approach the shortfall that we have.
One of those approaches is to slightly increase tuition by more than 5% this year and more than 3% next year. In spite of some struggles, Green has lofty goals, which includes an aspirational goal of enrolling more than 32,000 students a year at UNL by 2025. Green also addressed diversity within the university, an area where an independent research firm said Nebraska needed more coordinated efforts.
Students are going to work and exist and reside in a culture that is changing, that is more diverse and more inclusive, ever present for us. We have a responsibility of reflecting that.
Green said in challenging times he's optimistic about the university's future and wants to continue to grow Nebraska as a leader in business and science.
Hummel in our top story tonight. Thank you, Evan. From Trago Water Park to Woods Pool, there was a lot of fun in the sun today. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Evan Hummel caught up with some people who were making a splash today. Evan?
That's right, Megan. Memorial Day is a special holiday, and it also means the pools are finally open. Summer is here, and yes, that means public pools will be packed with people looking to cool off. It may have been a cooler than normal day for this time of year, but that didn't stop hundreds of swimmers from slipping on their bathing suits and heading to Woods Pool and Trago Park.
Good to remember, if you're going to come and swim, the pool water is going to be a little colder. We just opened up this weekend, so make sure you have a towel and some clothes to change into afterwards so you can stay warm. Woods is awesome. The towers are definitely a big draw. We get some older kids for that, so it's a ton of fun. It's just something that not any of the other pools offer.
I like doing flips and stuff off of it.
You don't get scared at all?
No.
Not at all?
I mean, if you get scared, you won't do it.
Woods Pool officials say they had a couple hundred people, and Trago Water Park was another big attraction for the younger ones, with the park packed with visitors. For many, it was a day to enjoy family and give thanks.
I got 4 of my granddaughters out here. Not too hot. In fact, they've actually been a little chilly from time to time, but they're having a blast.
Pool officials say they had a little lower turnout than usual, but they were still pleased with how many people did show up given the lower than average temperatures for the holiday weekend. Safety officials also urged swimmers to wear plenty of sunscreen regardless of temperature and to be cautious in the water. The pool hours vary, but the majority of pools are open from 1 to 6. If you have any questions about their hours, we provided a link on our website at KLKN-TV.com.
Yeah, I'm sure that water was a little chilly, but man, it looked like they were having a blast still.
It did.
Thanks, Evan, for the story.
It was like a bomb, like a shrapnel bomb going off.
An apartment complex had to be evacuated after an explosion this evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Megan Conway. Rod has the night off. 2 firefighters were injured in the blast. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Evan Hummel has more details in our top story. Evan?
That's right, Megan. It was a propane tank that caused the explosion in East Lincoln tonight. Shrapnel was thrown and windows broken as an explosion rocked an East Lincoln apartment complex.
They didn't go any closer because when I was back there standing in the driveway, the gas grill blew up and it was like shrapnel going all over the place.
Firefighters were called to the area of 70th and O Streets around 5:30 Monday evening for a grill on fire.
Take an approach to the tank to control the fire and flow of gas. At that time, we had a violent rupture of the tank.
When the propane tank exploded, 2 firefighters were injured. One of them was taken to the hospital.
Hoping nobody got hurt, and from the sound of it, it looked like it would have made a lot of damage, you know.
Residents had to be evacuated. Officials say none of them were injured.
Shocked. Like, it just, I was at a loss of words. I was just really glad my daughter wasn't at home.
Fire officials are still investigating, and the amount of the damage is unknown at this time. So far, no update on the firefighters' injuries. Also, most of the residents will be able to stay at the complex tonight.
That is one good note, at least. They can go home for the evening. Thank you, Evan, for our
Some good news tonight. A standoff near 46th and Pioneers has been resolved tonight. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
Lincoln police have arrested a man after 5 hours.
The initial call was on a disturbance and possible gunshot. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Evan Hummel joins us live now from the scene with the latest. Evan.
Rod and Megan, a 5-hour standoff near Pioneers and 46th has ended what it seems like peacefully, with the man being arrested. So the SWAT team busted in, did arrest him, and it looks like right now he is being sent to jail, and residents are able to go back to their homes. Daycare is not a lockdown, Calvert Daycare to be specific, and for the most part, it's pretty peaceful here now. You wouldn't be able to tell that just a few minutes ago, if not 15 minutes ago, there was such a big commotion here. We're still waiting for more updates. The police are still going to talk to us. We're going to have more details for you. But right now, he is in custody. His identity is not being released. And it looks like there was no one else in the house at the time, but we don't know that for sure yet. We're going to confirm that with police, and we'll have the latest for you at 10.
All right, Evan Hummel reporting live. A lot of unanswered questions. So, like he said, we'll have the latest coming up tonight at 10 o'clock.
Upon arrival, they found one of the employees in a little bit of distress after being sprayed by what we believe was pepper spray.
Lincoln police say an armed robber is still on the loose. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Megan Conway. Rod has the night off. A scary morning at a Cornhusker bank. Employees were robbed at gunpoint. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Evan Hummel has more in tonight's top story. Evan?
That's right, Megan. Lincoln police say the suspect pepper sprayed an employee before escaping with some cash, and he may be connected to another incident. Lincoln police are on the lookout for a man who robbed Cornhusker Bank on North Cotner around 10:30 Monday morning.
Displayed a handgun, demanded the money. When the money didn't come fast enough, he sprayed one of the employees with what we believe is pepper spray.
They say the man got some cash and ran away.
After receiving the money, he left again out the east doors, got into a black 4-door vehicle, left eastbound on Lexington.
The woman who was pepper sprayed is expected to be okay with minor injuries.
Female that was sprayed with the pepper spray, she was treated by LFR at the scene here and transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
At this time, the description of the suspect is limited, but they do have some details.
Black male, all black clothing, wearing a mask and sunglasses.
LPD believes the man may be connected to a separate incident at Great Western Bank at 65th and Havelock. They say a man with the same description tried to come in the bank before it was open this morning. He pounded on the door, demanding employees let him in, but they refused, so he ran away. Lincoln police ask if you have any information on the robbery to contact them at their non-emergency number. We have that on our website at KLKN-TV.com.
Evan Hummel in our top story tonight. Thank you, Evan. Lincoln police are